So we're at day 2 of the 275 radial cressida build. I just pulled the transmission out. It's going to go get taken to Mark. He's going to open it up and hopefully not find anything too drastically wrong with it. This is like Schrodinger's box of problems that we're opening right now. Like nothing was actually broken. Now that we're opening up bits, we're finding a lot of broken stuff. It's a weird sight seeing my car in this kind of state. A lot of people always praise it on its reliability, but the reality is I was just ignoring problems. Not going to pretend like it's without its issues. Here's the old power glide. For those of you wondering, it's just a stock case box. Couldn't tell you what brand the extension housing is in it. It's got a billet 180 first gear set, standard J3 Toyota A340 bell housing with an adapter plate, extended pan, B&M shifter, branch brake, you know, just the usual power glide shtick. I don't know much about autos. Never really been something I've ever had to get into and address. I put the photo up of my converter yesterday, and probably within 5 minutes of having it up there, that was when Mark rang me and he goes, "You're gonna have to bring that box down." Even though I really didn't want to. He's worried that there's gonna be chunks of metal in that gone through the transmission. We'll take it down to him today and drop it off and see what he says. Hopefully the news won't be bad. Look, the box has never let me down. It's been perfect. Like I can't fault it. It's always shifted smoothly. You know, it's held on to over 1,000 horsepower on the street, on the track. Let's do it. So, updated damage report. I have munched a lot of things. I went to go do the mod to the oil pump to stop the crankseals from falling out, and all I found was that I needed a new oil pump. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna go take the bottom end of this down. Christian's giving me a hand pulling it apart. Turns out when you have a 3-litre engine making 1,000 horsepower for 18 months, there's a toll, that's for sure. He fought the good fight though. It's a trooper of an engine. Figure, while all this is in pieces, I'm going to put a burst panel here somewhere. That crease there used to come down to like here somewhere. And I've had so many nitrous backfires that I've actually distorted the plenum. I put a burst panel there so it's nice and easy to get to the next time. So I'm off this morning. We're going to go take the block around the Golbies and he's going to help me rebuild it, check a few things. I didn't want to redo it, the whole bottom end, but here we are. We're going to pull the bearings out, check the clearances in them, check to make sure none of that oil pump actually went through the motor, causing any other problems and stuff. I pulled the head off of it last night, pulled the cams out and stuff to check them, and everything inside the head seems to look exactly the same as what it did when I first put it together. I don't imagine anything was really going to change. Golby, we put the bottom end together. He told me all his secrets, such as how. So that's it for part 2 of the radial 275 cressida build. I just got a head gasket, proper fuckwitty wanky timing belt. Couldn't help myself. I don't know, I like purple shit. I'm gonna put this motor together probably tonight. I'm gonna get in here and clean up this engine bay. It's covered in years worth of abuse and improper maintenance. Not to mention it wasn't painted very well the first time I did it. It's not gonna be painted that much better the second time I do it either. One of the guys up the road's gonna come down and give me a hand with it. We're gonna sand it all back, degrease it, get it all nice and neat. Paint it probably a similar colour to my wheels, that dark charcoal colour. I'm gonna reroute a few transcooler lines and oil cooler lines. Everything else I got here in the engine bay is kind of gonna get a bit of a shuffle around. So give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, tell me how I'm doing. Thanks.